Hello, booktubing world. It is I, Capri Nicole, and I'm back with another video. So let's kick off Melanin Book Magic, shall we? Like, I just am so excited to make all of these videos for the month of Black History Month. And if you don't know, or if you didn't watch the announcement video, Melanin Book Magic is a video series that I do during Black History Month, where I put out 2 videos a week focusing on Black culture, Black things, Black books, Black authors, Black stuff like that. And as you can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about some beautiful covers that I have seen with some Black characters and Black people on the front. You know what I'm saying? All of them aren't written by Black authors, but I just love seeing Black people on covers, especially if it's done right with the right like costume and lighting and color. It just, you can do no wrong. Like, if you just can really do no wrong. So I have 10 and I'm here to talk about them. I'm not going to be giving a synopsis on these books. I might touch on what it's about, but this isn't going to be a recommendation video. It's really just admiring some Black covers, okay? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna kick it off with a good one. Lighting, get it together. So the first one that I have is Africa Risen, and this cover I saw on my Instagram and I absolutely lost my mind. Like, it's so beautiful, like the greenery and just like her hair and the flowers, and just like, I'm not a sci-fi girl, but this is a very Afrocentric sci-fi, I want to say short stories. Like I said, I am not a sci-fi girl, but I might have to be, because this cover is just so beautiful. I want it on my shelves so badly, and I haven't seen anyone read it, but I remember seeing a lot of people share it last year on Instagram. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. I'm really excited to order it because it deserves to be on my shelves. Like, it really just deserves to be on my shelves. Like, I just and it's so cool because it looks like a painting. Like, the image of the actual image of the little girl looks like an actual painting, and it's just like so beautiful. Anything that has like a lot of color and like nature in it, I love it. Anything that has flowers involved, it's just my thing. I could not have picked a better book to kick this video off with. Okay, the next cover that I have is a second book in a series. I've read the first one, I listened to it on audiobook, and it's American Royalty, but it's the second book, The Duchess Effect. The Duchess Effect, like and then you got her on the cover looking like a true baddie, and they're putting a crown on her head with the red bottoms. Like, I'm sorry, like, Black women in like gold or blue or any type of like royal setting, I just eat it up every time. I just eat it up every time. And I know the first book wasn't for everyone. Some people really didn't like it, but I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I had the time of my life. So I'm definitely counting down the days until I can get my hands on the second book, and I'm gonna have to order both of them because I don't have either one. I listened to this one on audiobook on Scribd, and I need the physical book, like, immediately. Just like how like, just, it's so beautiful. It's such a pretty cover. It's just gonna look so good on my shelves. This is really just tempting me to go on a book shopping spree. Okay, so the next book that I have is His Royal Highness, Stephanie Nicole Norris. And I've read a few, last year actually, I read a few books by her, and I think her books are just okay. The books that I read were all in like a series, and they were following like this group of brothers. They were like sextuplets, and they each were like really rich and really famous in Atlanta, and they all were basically getting paired off with women. Endgame, very romantic vibes, and her writing is, it's okay. And I read another book by her, I think it was called Stiff. So I've read a few, I want to say like 4 or 5 of her books, but this cover, because I was on the hunt for like some Black royalty books, and just I found this one on TikTok, and this cover is so beautiful. Like, the lighting, the dark complexions, like I just love it. The diversity on book covers nowadays is like so beautiful, and I love it so much. There's a higher chance of you seeing yourself on a cover than it was like when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have people that are disabled on covers, you have Black women, you have Black men, you have Black couples, you have witches that are different shapes and sizes and sexualities. It's just nice to see. So like, this cover, oof, I just gotta see it up close. Like, it's just so pretty. Like, I just love seeing black people in royal settings. Like, I eat it up every time. I wish we had like a black Bridgerton where it just was like 100% black people, black characters, but it was just very Bridgerton-esque. Like, I just love how diverse Bridgerton is, and I wish we had more like that because it just adds so much flavor to the show. But I definitely want to pick this one up. So far, like I said, I've enjoyed her books, so I'm interested to see how she does with this type of genre. So the next one that I actually have physically, and it's a little shiny child, Luca. Can y'all see that? I'm gonna put up a picture here. I'm gonna put up both of the pictures from the series. These covers eat down. Like, they are so beautiful. Like, I don't know, the indie authors really are just doing their thing when it comes to these covers. Like, they really are stepping in their bag. Like, this man is so fine on this cover, and this book has really been calling me. I picked it up for a 24-hour readathon, which I will link up here if you guys want to check it out. But I did pick this up for a 24-hour readathon, and I got like 100 pages into it. But recently this book has been calling to me again, and I really feel like I need to pick it up because I want to get the other books as well. So yeah, Luca, yeah, I love it. I love the font. I just love the colors. It's just very dark. It's dark, but it's like warm, and he's just fine. And then like the other cover that has I think it's his sister on the cover, is beautiful as well. It just gives me very like Nina Simone blues singer vibes. Like, it's so beautiful. The lighting is so pretty. It just looks like a still from a movie. So it's just, I mean, like, come on. Like, if this don't make you want to pick up the book, then I don't know what it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? So the next book that I have as one of my favorite covers is Delicious Monsters. And this author, she really does not miss with her covers. She also wrote Blood Like Magic, and although I wasn't a huge fan of that book, her covers are gorgeous. And even though I wasn't a fan of that book, I am not getting rid of that book because that cover is too damn pretty. Like, where is it? Actually, it's right here. Like, you want me to get rid of this? You want me to get rid of this? This book? No. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Even if I didn't like it, I can't bring it to myself to get rid of that cover. Like, you got a dark-skinned black girl with purple, pink hues in the background with her fro out, and you want me to get rid of that? I can't do it. I have to keep it on my shelves. I'm so sorry. And the second book in this series is also gorgeous, and it keeps tempting me to like pick it up. Like, maybe I'll like the second one better, but I think I just need to leave it alone. But the cover is just like so beautiful. The cover is so beautiful. And then Delicious Monsters is also really cool. Like, I really love covers that have like nature added into it, and it's just like really unique. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I think it's very creepy, spooky, atmospheric, and it just makes you want to read the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people say you don't judge a book by its cover. I do have some ugly book covers on my shelves simply because I love the book, but when it's a pretty cover, it really does pull you in and make you want to read it. And this just looks so, it just makes you want to know more. Like, what is that about? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems so spooky, so creepy, so atmospheric. Like, you just know this book is going to deliver, and I hope it does because I want I want her books on my shelf. So I hope I actually enjoy this. So far, I've seen really good reviews for this book, so I am hopeful. We shall see. The next book that I have is Nobody's Princess, and like I said, black people as royalty. I'm gonna eat it up every time. It's pink. You got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's pink or purple, I want it. Like, I want it immediately. Pink, purple, nature. I'm very simple. Like, anything like that, anything artsy, it really gets me. And I'm really trying to step into my like, this is my little royalty shelf right here. If y'all can see, it's very tiny. And that's the thing. I'm trying to fill it up, okay? Like, I really am trying to step into my royalty bag, like Bridgerton-esque bag, but I want more black royals. So that's what I've just been looking for, just to fill my shelves. You know what I'm saying? Because they deserve to be over here. So with a cover like that, I might need to grab it. And this one is actually like the third book in the series, and this author, I think this author is white, but she writes very diversely. I think the second book in the series has 2 female leads. So it's just, yeah, I want it. I'm not gonna lie. The next book that I have is When It Rains in Color, and this cover is so gorgeous. It just gives me very, like, if you grew up in a Christian household and you had to go to church every Sunday and they had the dancers with the little with like the flags and stuff that they would wave around, the spiritual dancers, the anointed dancers, the dance team. It just gives me that vibe, child. But apparently this is like a sci-fi book. I heard Jesse from Bow Ties and Books talk about this book, and when I saw this cover, I was just like, these sci-fi covers are really getting me. Like, I know I'm not a sci-fi fan, but I'm just like, these covers, stop making the cover so damn pretty then if you don't want me to read it. Like, I'm gonna have to read it because I need to see. I need to see something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see if this need to be on my shelves. But it just gives me very dancer, ballet. It's so pretty, the colors, and it's just like set in outer space, which makes me hesitant, but I'm sorry, I need it in my hands. Like, with a cover like that, I need it. Okay, so the next book that I have is a middle grade book, and it's called Eden's Everdark. So it follows this character that I think is going through a grieving process. So she just recently lost someone, I think her mother, and she's finding out more about like the magic in the background of her family, and there's like witches involved. But just like, let's talk about this cover. It's so beautiful. It's another one that has nature in it. If you're seeing a theme, this is why. Yeah, it has like purple, it has pink, it has flowers, like you have the moon, and she just looks so at peace, and all of it is like a mural. And it's so beautiful. Like, anything that's this art, it's so artistic and so unique. Like, you don't just have a character on the cover, you have like a whole mural, like a whole portrait. Like, you have a work of art right here. It's just something about purple covers. Like, the purple covers eat down every time. The next one that I have also deals with grief, and it is called We Are All So Good at Smiling. And I want to pick this one up. I think it just recently came out, but I feel like it's gonna be something, it's gonna be a little dark. Like, it deals heavy with like mental health and stuff like that. And the cover, again, we got blues, we got purples, we got a pretty black girl on the cover. Like, you can do no wrong here. Like, you really can do no wrong. But when I read the synopsis, I was like, this is going to be very sad. But sometimes I really like slice of life books, or books that you can understand what the character is going through. I think the cover really fits, and I think the title lets you know that you're gonna be crying, so you have to get your Kleenex ready. But it's so beautiful. You got are those butterflies? So you have like butterflies and flowers and blues and purples, and it's like, are you not excited? Like, are you not adding this to your TBR? Like, are you not adding this to your TBR? Like, it should be there. Like, it should be there. The last one that I have is Rust in the Roots, and this one I recently saw on Goodreads. It's such a beautiful cover, and the synopsis basically says that I said I wasn't going to give synopsis, but I'm basically giving synopsis for all these books. But the synopsis says that it follows this mage that is basically going into school to get her mage license. So we have black witches, we have black magic, we have black root magic. Like, what more could you want? This one is kind of different from the other covers that I really like. It has like browns and golds and greens in it, and it just lets you know, like, her fit is letting you know that she's not one to play with. You just know that this has some type of magical theme in it. Like, you can just tell by the way that she's dressed that she's like a witch or a mage or in some type of magical system. So I'm just excited to see what this book is about. I don't think I've ever read anything by this author, so I've really been trying to branch out and find new authors and find new things, as even with just looking for like the covers and stuff. But I don't think I've read anything by this author. The cover is gorgeous. You had me at hello. Okay, I'm ready to pick it up. So this is a bit of a quicker video. I'm so used to like longer content on my channel, so this is very odd. If you're like an OG Islander, you're not used to short content from me. But I did want to kick off this week with something simple, just to spark joy into you guys' life. Let me know if you have any of these books on your TBR, or if you've seen any of these books, or if you're interested in any of these books. They're all on my TBR. As you know, my TBR is just leaning to the left hard. Like, leaning to the left real hard. If you made it to the end of this video, please leave a frog emoji and let me know what's a book that you're most excited for February, that's either coming out or that you'll be reading for this month. It does not have to be a black book, but you know, it would be nice if it was, because it is Black History Month. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Bye.